Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Lady Arcaders After Dark. For those of you just tuning in, you are watching the Lady Arcaders Super Showcase, an all-women and femme charity talent event running from August 21st until August 24th, benefiting CARE. The Super Showcase features a bunch of talented women sharing games they love and other gaming-adjacent showcases. Make sure to tune in throughout the weekend and tell your friends. Also told we just may have had a hot mic on stream. But I hope you can all hear me now. We were dealing with some technical issues with my mic being able to be heard. Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Lady Arcaders After Dark. We're featuring a couple of games tonight that are horror and horror adjacent that we're all really excited to be showcasing because they are things that we don't normally get to show during normal marathons, but you'll get to see them tonight, like this game coming up next, Tamashii, which we also met the Go Left incentive for earlier today. It's just left. They're actually going to be going left every time they get a choice, which makes the game a little bit harder every single time. So you'll see AstridTheHorrorGirl do that, and thank you to everyone who donated to help us meet that incentive. But I did want to tell you about another incentive that just opened up in the gaming adjacent category that I am so excited about. So tomorrow, when we start the day, we are going to be starting a 6-hour-long Gundam build. Sanjin's going to be doing this live on stream. We'll have a cam watching them do this the entire time that we'll have available during intermissions and intermittently throughout the stream tomorrow for the entirety of that build, and you get to choose what Sanjin is going to build. Now, here's the thing. I don't know anything about Gundam, but here are the two Gunpla that you can choose from, and if you know what these are, that's awesome, and if you don't, I'm gonna give you the vibes. So we've got the real grade RX93 V2. Let's give it up, And then we've also got the master grade Epion. Okay? Now, if you don't know what those are or what that means, here's what I've got for you. The real grade RX93 V2 is like spiky, it's blue and white. I called it a Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's also giving big Sonic vibes. Speaking of Sonic CD, you can also donate to that incentive for the Sonic CD boss rush tomorrow morning. This has got big Sonic vibes versus the Master Grade Epion, which kind of looks like a dragon, a Red Eyes Black Dragon if you know Yu-Gi-Oh, but also big Shadow vibes. Like this is your Shadow. This is edgy. It's got like a dragon tail. It's super cool. So if you're like a Sonic person and you want to see the blue and white build, that is the real grade RX93 V2. And if you want kind of the edgy Shadow build, that's going to be your Master Grade Epion. So we have a bid war open right now to choose what build that is, and this will close at the start of tomorrow. So now is the time to get those donations in to choose your Gundam build. I'm personally really excited to see which one of these wins, and this is just going to happen for the majority of tomorrow, so you can play a big part in deciding how tomorrow goes and what Sanjin will build. All right. Now that I'm done with that spiel, again, get those donations in. And also as a reminder, you can put your donations towards multiple incentives at once. So while you are choosing that Gundam build, you can also put it towards seeing the boss rush for Sonic CD at the end of that run, which is also first thing tomorrow. And all these donations help us raise money for CARE, which is just a fantastic, fantastic organization. So it's really a win-win for everyone here. All right, everyone, we are just finished setting up for our final run of the day and of Lady Arcaders After Dark. So I'm going to hand this over to AstridTheHorrorGirl for Tamashii any % speedrun.
Well. Hello. Yeah. Hi, I am AstridTheHorrorGirl, and yeah, I'm gonna be running through this game, Tamashii. Oh goodness. This is a game that means a whole lot to me. It's a very personal game for me. I think that it is very incredible, very unique, and very outstanding, but also very meaningful and very impactful. That being said, it's also entirely ridiculous and extremely over the top. Before we get going, I want to do a couple things. The first thing is I want to give a bit of a warning for this game. There is going to be a little bit of gore, and there is going to be a little bit of nudity, and there's also going to be sexual themes as well as a great deal of blasphemy on the screen. So if any of that sounds like it is outside your wheelhouse, you don't want to deal with that, it's going to be on the screen, so just be warned and know that that's something that we're going into. The other thing that I want to do is introduce my amazing commentators. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Lazlo. I just want to preface that I am a part of Games Committee for this event, and I stand by everything that we're about to see on the screen for the next 30 minutes.
Hi, I'm enbyzee, and I'm also part of Games Committee, and I don't regret anything.
Excellent. And not only did I pick both of these folks to be on my couch because I love them and they're very dear friends of mine, but also I did want to remove some accountability for myself just in case Metroid Prime looks back on this and goes, "We made a mistake. We shouldn't have done this." So, anywho, without further ado, I will get started in this run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So that spinning pyramid-headed winged individual is God. And we have been born and we are being sent on a mission. We do not know what this mission is, and contrary to what this screen might show you, it is actually not Neon Genesis Evangelion. It is actually the Path of the Neophytes, which is essentially going to change us from being a servant of God into something else entirely. We're undergoing a metamorphosis, but not before going through the tutorial. So as you can see, this is basically a platformer. And as a platformer, you have your basic ideas, your jump, your double jump, but also you have a few other tricks too. Those mechanics will become more apparent later in the run. The tutorial's just kind of showing you. You can jump in the air, you can jump backwards, you can kind of guide yourself in the air. You can reset if you lock yourself out of a puzzle, because first and foremost, this is a puzzle platformer. There is some technical platforming that you will see, especially since y'all redeemed a left-hand path. Thank you very much. But for the most part, this is just puzzles and trying to figure out how to do them. Also, as you can see by the black and white and disturbing imagery and this copy of myself chasing me down, it's also very much a very creepy game. The imagery in here is going to seem very Zdzisław Bekinski. It's going to seem very H.R. Giger. And I've described this game as, what if H.R. Giger wanted to teach you Satanism by using Gnostic imagery? That is basically what this is. So, yeah, I've always been a fan of what this game has had to say, and we are just getting started. So, yeah. First things first, we're gonna go into our first chamber. So, I want to ask, Lazlo, Z, what about this game was striking to y'all that made y'all say yes to this? I have to know.
I think, well, first of all, it is just a very visually compelling game. It's so unique. It's very eye-catching, and also the difficulty was extremely impressive to me. Not only is this a very cool puzzle platformer, but it is a very interesting speedrun, and it looks like there's some really tight timing on some of the things that you have to do coming up. So that was my real motivation is that like this is a solid speed run, and it is so solid and fun to watch and satisfying for you to move through the game that, imagery aside, like, can Lady Arcadia show this was like maybe a little bit of the question, but yeah, definitely just the difficulty of the game was the big draw for me.
I have to agree. The puzzles are incredible. I watched one playthrough of this. I have not seen the left path, so this is going to be fun. But just watching the one playthrough and seeing the puzzles, I was like, I have absolutely no idea how you figured this out. Like,
Yes.
absolutely brain broken.
Yeah, we're doing our first left-hand path puzzle right now, and I'm getting a little blown apart by that last bit of timing right there, which is extremely common. There we go.
Look, people donated to watch you die, so
Right.
There we go.
we're here for
All
it.
right. You see that lovely figure in the background there who's going to be telling us a story that I'm just skipping through? You guessed it, just from the looks of it, that's Michael the Archangel. That's correct.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Michael.
Just, mm-hmm. And this is, of course, I don't know, some sort of holy figure. Who knows? Could be anybody.
Yeah, it could be anybody. It could be E.T.
Yeah, absolutely. This is actually the most difficult boss in the game, is the one that they start you out on. And the reason that it's the most difficult boss in the game is this phase right here. So, I don't know if y'all are familiar with, like, baseball terminology, but there's this thing that pitchers do in baseball to throw off batters that is called the fastball changeup. And with the fastball changeup, essentially, you throw a fastball, and now the batter goes, okay, I have an idea of how fast this is going to come in here, right? And then you throw a changeup, which is a very slow pitch. And with that, suddenly your timing is off and you don't know how to recover, and the next fastball throws you off again. That's what that boss does to you, is the things you have to avoid go fast and slow and then fast, and it's a problem. It's a very, very difficult boss to deal with, but I nailed it because I'm great. So
You're
there we go.
Incredible, yeah, obviously.
Never any doubt.
Thank you. That individual we talked to at the end is the, because I have my hands on the controller, can't do the quotation in the air fingers, villain of the game. But not really. They're just here to tell us that we're on the path of the neophytes and what that means for us. Kind of. It's very cryptic, but they're trying to tell us, hey, this god that you're working for, maybe they don't have the best intentions for everyone. They are essentially trying to censor everything, and that's a bad thing. So, jump scare coming up?
Ah!
No.
Well, this is much more cozy.
Yes.
Love the ambiance here.
Indeed. So we're gonna skip a little bit further. If you do that whole jump scare thing, it changes the hub world just for a moment, and you can actually skip to doing this puzzle first, which makes the game slightly faster going to this one before the intended next puzzle. So the thing about those lasers is you can go through, they can go through you can't go through them. So you can't just be moving while they're doing their thing. So you've got to figure out ways around it. Oh, messed that up just a little bit. All right. So you'll notice that I'm making clones of myself, and those little clones, they stay there if I need them to. I can also go to things like this to move them. And as long as I am using those to cross the lines and not myself, I can actually get where I need to be to push the buttons that I need to press. like scooting those little dudes up there to where they need to go. And then I have to patiently wait for this guy to slide all the way over. For safety, I waited for those arrows to fire. I probably could have made it, but, you know. And once again, doing a left-hand one. This is probably the most terrifying left-hand path puzzle, because it's the timing. Okay. We made it through that part. Alright. And this is another part of timing. You want to push the button here, and then you don't want the second one to slide out and then go in. There you go. Cool. Awesome.
Well done.
Wow.
And there's Michael the Archangel again. Basically, Michael the Archangel is just there to tell his testimony on why he doesn't think certain people should be allowed into heaven. This, however, is our Nosferatu wife. As you can see, she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
And,
wow.
I didn't know they
like,
put me
stunning.
in this game.
We're going to push that clone in there, and then we're going to hide in this little cubby. This is the easiest boss of the game, right after the hardest one. We just kind of gotta hang out in the cubby, let her do her thing, you know? And then on the way back, we just gotta try to not fall in those holes. The game is very rude to you if you fall in those holes. They don't give you a chance to really recover. So, we're good though, since I'm already right here. There we go. And that's gonna be that boss.
Very nice.
And once again, we meet with this lovely lady. She's here to tell us that it's like, don't you ever feel that your existence is being limited by the one that you call your god? Surely you should be like grateful in who you are, not who you're told to be. You know what I mean? So we stew on that and then have another jump scare, hidden hall, changing room thing to go to what is the intended path down here. This is the actual second room that you're meant to go to. So we're gonna go and do that now.
I mean, I'm convinced just as well as our player character is with everything she's been saying so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd go along with her. I'd join.
Yeah.
Join this.
What?
I don't know what to call this.
The neophyte.
The neophyte. Yeah.
Yeah, to go on the path of the neophytes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there we go.
Another thing I haven't touched on in these mechanics is the clones will disappear after a while, but you can make them go faster or slower. And the timing when you have like separate clones out, it makes the game really complex because you have to think about, I need this clone to disappear, but not this one, and I need this one to go faster than this one. And if I go too fast on both of them, then I'm gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Add that to we want to go as fast as possible because we're speedrunning, and this game can get fairly technical pretty quickly. So there's a lot going on in this run that is not entirely visible just from like the platforming going on, but it's just from stuff going on in the background. I'm gonna wait for this hand to shoot. All right. Because that ball goes a lot faster than me, and there's one on my tail now. So just want to make sure I get the largest possible time difference between myself and that ball. Jump up here and tell the ball to go up so that we can unlock this area here. See, this is another one of those moments. I want to get rid of that stuff so that I can open the door. Like, there was a bunch of stuff happening off screen on that one because of the timing of the clones. But, this is another one that's like that. I have to plan out my timing carefully. This one, you lose a lot of time if you don't get everything down properly with how the clones need to stay for a certain amount of time and such. There we go. But we did it.
Very nice. That is so, I don't know, the skill that it takes to master like the alternating movements and everything is just so, I admire it. It's so cool. And now we're here.
We are here. This is an auto scroll. Oh, this is an auto scroller. If you can't tell. This is a particular challenge because there's big red skeleton brain dude behind us who wants to give us a little bit of a chompin', but unfortunately the chomp does kill, and we don't want that. We just want to continue about our way. So you have to open a series of doors and lock certain doors, and certain doors opening close other ones. So this whole path is just basically muscle memory because you have to do the whole thing so quickly.
Wow.
I mean, to be fair, it is 2 a.m. in the morning, and if you're hungry and somebody gets in your way when you're trying to go get a snack,
That's true.
you know, you kind of deserve it.
You know
Right.
what? That is so true. I never considered the skeleton's feelings in all of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, you gotta
I've been there.
consider the skeleton.
I've looked like that
Feel-
before.
I feel heartless now. Goodness. The path of the neophytes has claimed its first life.
There's a lot of like introspection that you've been doing these past few minutes, but I don't really know if you've
Mhm.
been thinking so much about others.
You know
now.
what? Entirely fair. Oh, and
I
these
have an
little
update
skeleton
from some
dudes.
others if you would like it.
Oh, go ahead.
First off, in chat, we're getting a lot of really cool comments about this game and a lot of love for it too, which is really awesome. And we're also getting a lot of love and donations for the Master Grade Epion Gundam choice, which is the vibe of this is so different from what we're getting at right now. But I did need to let people know that Red and Black Shadow the Hedgehog-esque Master Grade Epion is currently in the lead now by $35, thanks to a $10 donation from 3pup, who says, "I also regret nothing." Also, hi Astrid, I love you. As well as $25 from Holly, who said, "I always love watching Astrid's runs, and I am so glad this was included in the event. Donating towards Epion because it sounds like an evolution." Good reason.
What type would Epion be?
That's a good
Steel.
question. Ooh. That's a great answer.
I could see it. I could see it.
Also, 3 is another person on Games Committee for context on that donation.
Yes, thank you very much, 3pup, for also approving this masterpiece, as I call it.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, there's those little red lines that are here right now, that have like a little skull attached to them. Basically, if you go through those lines, all your clones immediately die. So it's a little thing that you gotta think about, like what's going to happen when you cross those lines and whether it's worth it or whether you need to avoid it altogether. Now just need this here. There we go.
I see we have some lactose intolerance symbolism here as well.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It has to be milk because it instantly kills me.
Right.
That's why Laszlo and I are here. We're both lactose intolerant.
Yeah. It's a real reason why we're here.
Yeah.
I'm also lactose intolerant. Was
Oh,
that why I
great.
got this
Awesome.
Oh my
message?
god, yeah. That's exactly why we're all here. Yeah. We made sure to schedule us all for the milk.
That's awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm hyper concentrating real quick on this part because this is a left-hand path room, and this is a tricky one.
I would also like to point out that I am left-handed, so I'm really glad this incentive got met.
Excellent.
I'm not left-handed, but I play pool left-handed, so
Ah,
Okay.
count.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool.
I definitely think so.
Spef, you got any left-handed traits?
I used to dance and I only liked to turn to the left.
Okay,
Oh,
That counts.
take it.
That absolutely
Yeah.
counts.
We'll
So
take it.
left spinned.
Let's spin it.
y'all, it's another auto-scroller.
Wow.
This time a vertical one. So we are trying to avoid the milk as much as possible. And
hurt our tummies.
also,
Mhm.
yep, we're trying to go fast, but we're not trying to go too fast because the milk is on the ceiling as well, unfortunately.
It's everywhere.
Also, we are
It's like
being
the prices
observed
of
by...
lactate.
Mm-hmm. We're being observed by our good red skeleton friend back there.
Great.
He's just there to provide us with what sounds like old school 9-inch nails, you know? A very good soundtrack. I actually love the soundtrack of
Yeah.
Tamashii. It's I love industrial noise, and that's very much what this soundtrack is. It's very good. I love it very, very much.
Mhm. I do like how much more atmospheric it really makes the game. It's like that much more haunting.
Mm-hmm. All right,
did
we made
it.
it through there. Excellent.
Bye.
And once again, this time we start going, I don't know my identity, and it's like, you should question, why you're not exploring your own identity and who is stopping you from exploring your identity. So, there's that. Also, there's little shaky skeleton dudes. You go over there and you realize they're being punished from this god, and they don't know why. And then we come down here. It was a fake floor the whole time over there. We're going to the final temple-based section here. And as we go into this area, I want to make one thing like absolutely perfectly clear to everyone. Look at me. Look at me, not the screen. Because I want you to know that Games Committee did allow this. They did. So just look at me, look in my eyes. They did allow this. So, as we note that, we come into this section, which is the most difficult section of the game that's not like the little end area. This part's tricky because it's basically, all right, use all the knowledge that you have so far. You know how video games be. And all of it at once, it's a lot. It's a lot to be thinking about. There we go.
Somebody in chat asked if we can look back at the game now.
Yes, we can look back at the game now.
Astrid's eyes are quite beautiful, though. So if you want to keep looking at Astrid's eyes, you totally can.
Yeah.
It's true.
Been there.
Thank you. All right. Oh, I messed it up. I was off by less than a second. Okay. That's unfortunate. And that's one of the trickier ones. So we're basically setting up a Rube Goldberg machine here. There it is.
Nice.
Perfect. Okay. This one's sound-based. There it is. All right. Just had to listen to one of the things go where it needed to go.
You said this one's sound-based, and I had to stop myself from immediately just like starting to make random noises.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice weather we're having.
Nice weather
Yeah.
we are having.
It's actually, yeah, it's cooling down a bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. And now we're being fought. We have been
Oh.
told that this was a test, actually. Our friend told me that we have completed the Path of the Neophytes. And because of that, that makes us an excellent vessel. A vessel for what? Well, we won't know until we pass the test. And this is the test right here. Trying not to get hit by the trans bubbles, which,
That's weird.
I love the trans bubbles.
Yeah.
I know.
I would be jumping into those bubbles.
Right? That's what
The
I did,
trans
and I was like,
ball
why
pit.
can't the game go forward?
Yeah.
All right, so we are now merging into one. And we are ascending to our true form, which is ourself again, but with wings this time.
Ooh.
And now it's a shmups game.
Wow.
We have to destroy the symbol of our oppression. Don't worry about it. All right. So I've actually found that if you're just right here, you're fine, as long as you just keep shooting ahead. Spef, before we come across our enemy boss, which is giant multi-layered fetus, why don't you tell us if there's any donations or announcements to make?
Thank you for the intro to Giant Multi-Layered Fetus. Just as a reminder to everyone that we have our 2 incentives open right now for first thing tomorrow morning to pick the Gundam that will be built by Sanjin throughout the course of about 6 hours during the earlier part of tomorrow's stream, as well as to unlock the Sonic CD boss rush at the end of tomorrow's Sonic Origins run, which will kick off the day right at 12 Eastern. So get your donations in now if you want to see that. Those will be closing right at the start of the day. So if you're waiting until tomorrow, you won't have much time.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, wow.
That takes care of that boss. That was actually done pretty quickly. Ended it right before it began its second wave of attacks. Our final message from Michael at Archangel, and then we get to go and visit God again. And with this visit, God is going to notice that something is different about us. Specifically, we are no longer pure, or at least in his version of purity, and therefore we must be destroyed. So let's go do a visit. And I'm sure that everything will go fine.
Yeah.
You know?
We can talk this out, probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how this gets handled in real life.
Seem to have lost control. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Mm.
We might need.
Well, that's a little disheartening there. Oh no, we're back. We're back.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
The world seems a little different.
Yeah.
Oh, we have enemies in the hub world now. That's great. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know what this room is, but let's go. All joking aside, this is the Kaizo Mario section of the game, so wish me luck, everyone.
Ooh.
It's not as hard as like the hardest Kaizo Mario, but you'll see some similarities of things.
Like Kaizo Mario with additional visual noise.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, this creature is just trying to find its alarm clock to turn it off.
It's true. All right. These little jumps are difficult. Gotta land on that one, and then there's this part. This one, if you're off by just a moment of timing, you can't do this part right here, because you always die by the arrow.
Oh, wow.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's very mean. But that's, we're coming up. Once I jump in that fetus there, that'll be time, so... Time.
Yay!
GG's, well done.
Thank you very, very much. That is Tamashii. And yeah, as y'all can tell, this game is very interesting. It's very weird. But there's also so much going on, and I legitimately have... the only other game I played like this is the prequel that the same dev also made, and it's my most beloved platforming game that I have played, and it means a whole lot to me, and I encourage people to check it out because there's really nothing else like it. And yeah, if you can handle it, and if the content seems like it'd be for you, and also you want to learn about Satanism the H.R. Giger way, give it a shot. It really is that fantastic. So, yeah.
Where can we find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/.
What?
I think we can run that back again. Where can we find you, Astrid?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You can find me at twitch.tv/AstridTheHorrorGirl. I play horror games and I speedrun horror games, and that's pretty much what I do. And I also like to volunteer and be a part of wonderful marathons such as this while we raise money for a good cause.
Yay, great. Thank you so much, Astrid. You're a wonderful performer and speedrunner in person. And we are so happy that we got to support a game that means so much to you, and also just show off such a cool and unique and very challenging speedrun to the community. So thank you so much for submitting this, and I'm really glad that you got to show it off.
What they said.
Thank you. Thank both of you. Thank everyone. And again, thank Games Committee. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks.
I think everyone in chat and myself as well feels the same way, that I'm so grateful that this game was accepted and we got to see that. It is not only such a unique game with such a unique message, but also the technical skill required to do that speedrun was absolutely astounding. So thank you so much, Astrid, for showing that off and for being here and for doing such an incredible run live this late for this marathon. So thank you so much to everyone who is currently here and still watching, especially those of you for whom it is quite late into the night. Thank you so much for sticking around for Lady Arcaders After Dark. It has been an absolute joy this entire 2 days so far, but don't worry, we've got 2 more days of incredible content coming to you over the weekend. And remember, we are here benefiting care, and donations for that not only go towards care, but also help us to meet incentives so that you can help not only see more content from all of our incredible talent here for the entire weekend, but also choose your own adventure on what you would like to see. The biggest one right now is the bid war coming up for tomorrow for the Gundam choice that Sanjan will build live on stream over the course of about 6 hours. That's right, 6 hours. This is a pretty long build, and you get to choose what they're gonna build. So right now, the Master Grade Epion, which is kind of a red and black situation. I'm so sorry, I don't know anything about Gundam. This is the best I can do to describe it. It looks like it's red and black dragon situation, and it's really cool. It's in the lead with $35, but the real grade RX-93 V2 could also be our build if you get your donations in, and we could see that built instead. That is kind of a blue and white spikier situation, real Sonic and Shadow vibes. And speaking of Sonic and Shadow, our other incentive currently open is the Sonic CD Boss Rush. We have $41.66 towards that incentive already out of the $150 we need. Also, thanks to a donation that came in during that last run that I didn't get to read, which I would have loved to because it was a $6.66 donation from Chudley. So thank you so much for that donation. And they said, look to the left of the screen for the left path. So I hope everybody was really looking to the left of that screen for, when they were asked to. So get your donations in for those incentives. Those are starting up bright and early or bright and afternoonly, depending on where you are in the world, tomorrow when we come back. And not only are those games going to be up, which is the Gunpla Building Showcase and Sonic Origins starting us off for the day, but we also have a bunch of incredible other showcases, speedruns, you name it, coming up all day tomorrow. Personally, I'm really excited to see this Banjo-Tooie run. It is not just a regular Banjo-Tooie, but it is a randomizer and it is 2 players, 1 banjo. That sounds incredibly cool, so you want to stick around for that one in the afternoon. And also, later on at night, we've got Dicey Dungeons, which is one of my personal favored indie games. A really cool vibe, love that game, and we'll be seeing a backstage any % run of that later on in the day as well. So those are just a few, but if you want to see the rest of the schedule for the weekend, !schedule, and you can check that out. All right, I believe that is everything that I wanted to make sure you are aware of. So lastly, we are going to be rating someone right after this. So we're actually going to be moving over and rating Jen is Online and their stream that's currently online. So again, thank you so much to everyone for being here, for supporting this event, not only by donating, but also by just being here and supporting all of the incredible talent we have here. We are so honored to be raising money for CARE this entire weekend, and remember to tune back in tomorrow when we come back at 12 Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Thanks so much, everyone.